Hi Sonic State, hi Ed. This is Gore, Tip Top Audio. We're here at NAMM 2015. Yeah, here again. This year we come up with new stuff. We have just started releasing our Circadian Rhythms. They start shipping right now. This is a sequencer, a timeline sequencer that allows you to control your entire modular all together and really build songs with it. If you look closely, you can see that right now everything is muted. Maybe I could turn on some sounds. Right now I got some stuff going on over here already, like a preset. Okay, and at this setup on this system, I needed more than 8 channels, so I got 2 of those, and they are synced together, so I can add more sounds from here. I got a complete drum machine, a complete modular synth under full control, those two little nice ones. The way the Circadian Rhythm works is that you have a vertical view and a horizontal view. In horizontal view, we can see all the notes that way. I can add notes at any given time on that view. If I add them here, I can also see them added here, add or remove them. That way I can look at the channels and the notes in each channel one by one. Each preset is 8-step long, but the beauty about the Circadian Rhythm is when you start going and looping those presets. So if I hit the preset on off, we're going to start going through all the presets and whatever is in them right now. Obviously we're in the middle of the show, so we might have some weird stuff in it. Yeah, but I think it still sounds cool. If I go to 8x8, I can see how the presets are switching. You can see the notes. But if I go to 1x64, I can see one channel at a time, but I see all 64 steps. And that's pretty nice if you want to build evolving patterns. So I can go here and just add like a kick here. Okay, so and 8 of those presets is one group, and you got 8 groups. So that's pretty long timeline that you can make a whole song on. Obviously, you don't necessarily need to go through the looping. You can do that manually. That's a nice way to play the Circadian. I can do this and just go. Okay, at any given time. You got a fill function here, so the fill function gives you the ability to add it. It's very handy, and the fill is all adjustable. So if I click fill again, this entire area clears up, and I can decide what type of fill I want to use. So right now I got those fast, plain, can go on something a little softer. I got noted notes over here. I got triplets here. So this is pretty handy for live performance, obviously. Another cool feature of the Circadian is that I have those manual triggers at any given time. I can see on which channel I am and which channel I have it. So let's say I want to take trigger number 2, I'm going to go to channel number 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to different presets, let's say pretty much an empty preset, something like that. And I'm going to go into the zoom view. What the zoom view does, it takes the 8 step and divide them by 48. So I can do things like that. Okay, these are micro steps. I can do odd timing. I can really dial up swings in a very precise manner, or just swirls and all kind of weird sounding sequences. At the same manner, I can also go out, back to vertical, and I can apply just normal swing. We got a swing button here. When I click it, it turns swing on, and I can select the amount. We don't have a lot of sound playing at the moment, so we don't necessarily hear it, the effect of it. But this is an 8-note swing standard, and if I click again, I get a 16-note swing. At any given time, I can hold down swing, and I can select which channel are getting swung. And that's a cool feature because many times you don't want your bass drum to be swung, you just want your hat or your snares. So that's a really cool feature that we added just before we got this release. When you turn on the Circadian for the first time, you are probably going to be hooked up to a lot of other sequencers you got in the system. You want everything to work tight and be just played just like you left it the day before. So we got a clock out and a reset out coming out of the module, and you're going to send them just, you know, all over your system to all your sequencers, all the devices that provide timing. So on first power up, you're just going to hit the one time the reset button and just going to synchronize everything at once. So that's you know, a little button there that does a magic job. Obviously, there's a lot of other features here. I'm not going to do a whole user manual for you guys, but I think you kind of get the idea of how this thing is and how complicated of a structure, a musical structure you can build with it. BPM to set with it is done here through the dial. This turns into like a little display. The Circadian Rhythms have what we call a sync bus technology. It's a custom technology we developed for synchronizing sequencers. It works on the microsecond. That means the timing is uptight, like there is no sequencer in the world that have timing like the Circadian Rhythms. When you connect those sequencers, everything follows. If you change a preset on one, it changes on the other. If you change a group on one, it changes on the other. So let's imagine we have two cases and we have those two circadians, one in one case, one in another, and you're either in the studio or it's two of you in the stage. At any given moment, one of you want to take control of the BPM or the presetting. All he has to do is click on the sync boss button here, and that will make him the boss or the controller. So you can basically switch. I can go now here, and now this guy's the controller. Okay, and this side who's the BPM. So this is pretty handy for live show. If we go over here, I want to show you, this is a new case we have been developing over the past two years. A lot of people have been asking us for the next level after the Happy Ending kit, and also a lot of people have been asking us for complete tip-top audio systems. Obviously, now that we are started filling up all the stuff we were thinking is necessary for a system to have, it's time for us to really nail this down, and we created this case. This case is made of enforced plastic. It's pretty light and durable. It's got like a stand here in the back, so you can set it that way. I can set it that way. Okay, I can take the leg and pull it all the way back and basically put it all the way down against the table. Well, I got some wires here to hold me from doing that at the moment, but you can get the idea. The case comes with its own power supply. This very moment we just show it with the microSys, but that's just for demonstration. And one of the nice things about it is it has the sync bus technology in it. So if I'm going to have two of those cases, I will be able to connect them with a cable in the back. I'm going to link them together, and I can have all my circadians, all my triggerites, all the devices that we're going to keep making that uses sync bus technology to all be in sync together. So again, you can create a whole song with a modular. That's the aim, that's the goal, and that's what we're going with. Another one that we want to show you this year is the Cymbals 909. This is coming out this year. We hope to get it pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to happen, but probably next month if all goes well. You can hear it a little bit. And it's a full voltage control Cymbal 909. Again, it's the original circuits, but we added tune to the sound. So you can get some really interesting and bizarre new sound out of it. You can go from really fat and low frequency to high and pristine sound and clean. And again, everything is under voltage control. So this module hopefully next month start shipping. Price, we're looking at the same price like the other drum modules, nothing extraordinary on this one. But it definitely extends the system and gives more to it. The last thing I want to show you is the Serge. The Serge modules. We've been working with Serge for some time on redesigning the Serge modules and bringing them to Eurorack. Eurorack is obviously a very popular format, and the original Serge was all 4U high. That means this is another section here. So we had to basically squeeze those and pip them on the sides. What we want to do is we want to make a Serge that look like a Serge, feel like a Serge, and sound like a Serge. And the goal is not simple when you take designs from the 70s, but with some good effort and great engineering, I think we achieved it very well. We got the appearance of the Serge. We even got the look of the old bananas. And these are jacks that we're going to be using, so everything's going to be nice and shielded. So this is something very exciting. We're looking forward to start releasing those modules this year. And one last thing that just arrived to us is a new Valhalla card. You can see it down here. There's a fast shimmer. I just have like a few minutes with it and I'm already blown away. It's just fantastic. Obviously, anyone who had the Halls of Valhalla knows that the reverbs on this card is just fantastic. I mean, if you want a reverb on your modular, that's the one to get. So I can't tell you how excited I am about the second one. I couldn't even think he can pull new ideas. That's it for this year. We have more things coming. Either you do experimental, techno, whatever you're doing in the studio, on live, on stage. We're going to be there to support you, and we appreciate Sonic State to always give us the cover. Thank you very much.
Thank you.